When you climb high, you know the mountains are high. It sounds really good. Since the day I found my sweet lover, I've realized that I'm very good. But it's pleasing to the eye. No matter how much money I make, I spend it on my girlfriend. Soon he had to become this poor guy. Not wanting to accept today's cruel fate, he decided to implement the crazy idea. If you want to know specifically what that is, continue watching so Review TV answers it for you. But first I want to do something more important than thank you. Thank you for liking the video. I always appreciate the love you give me. If you want to be mentioned in the next videos, don't forget to quickly comment below. Your love is a great motivation. Let me make more good and quality videos. Every day I pass by, but today I have the opportunity to explore. Determined that if I couldn't exploit it, I would quit. God. As soon as he got close, he discovered a skin left behind by some child. If normal people would have thrown their feet behind their necks and run. Go ahead, what are you waiting for? But he is different. Successful people often have their own path. I will find your whereabouts. Seeing that you have a heart, the baby also has dipping sauce. Before she could even say hello, he used a racket to take her away. It turned out that inside was a super huge snake. But not just one, but he discovered quite a few children having fun here. This is understandable because they especially love humid environments. This abandoned tank is so ideal. Up to now, he has caught 3 snakes. Maybe today's fishing trip will have to be changed to catching snakes. It's funny to say that, but he's still very conscious. The proof is that he just brought the fish to shore. Not only that, he suddenly kissed the baby. He decided to bring them all home to raise. Who knows, maybe when I grow up, these will be huge bargains. The more he talked, the more hopeful and enthusiastic he became. Wow, he just stepped on a huge creature, oh my god. However, it is hiding deep at the bottom of the tank. The water is very turbid, so it is impossible to observe with the naked eye. Although he did not hit the target, in return he also picked up quite a few other fish species. They were so strong that they used their fins to give him a painful blow and then escaped. Next he found a huge snake. See, everything seems to be on the racket. Yes, I'm Racket. Even though the tank is so pretty, it also has a rare albino fish. Even he didn't expect that he could find such a wonderful place. For someone like him who has a boundless love for animals, this is paradise, not just any tank. Besides, every time I play, it's like playing the lottery. If you're lucky, you'll win a huge catfish like this. It can be affirmed that today's spotlight belongs entirely to this fish. However, human greed is limitless. To him, that is still nothing compared to the effort he has put in since morning until now. While continuing to work, he discovered a burning orange custard apple. So I caught it by hand. I don't understand how he was hunting, but his racket tore the net. If only one fishing rod is broken like this, what business is there? Up to now, this is the 7th fish he picked up today. If I'm not mistaken, it's a freshwater shark. This species is extremely precious. When brought to auction, it must be called the top of the top. The next one he just found was a catfish, and of course it received a ticket to join his big family. In general, today his plan to get rich was successful. With the trophies he captured from morning until now, he was able to eat happily. Don't look down on them because they're small, because this must only be understood by fish-type players. The value of a fish will depend on its species and appearance. Not because it's big, it will sell for a high price. However, after a hunting session, he realized that fishing with a racket was ineffective. Why don't we drain all the water in the tank and catch fish easily? I don't understand why I didn't think of this until now. The moment you brought me here and saw this tank, I thought of that plan. I saw it, but I waited forever to do it. In just about 1 minute and 30 seconds, the water in the tank was half depleted. Gradually revealed below are creatures with diverse colors. All he needs to do now is quickly pick them all up and put them in his tank. Especially be careful with the slippery ones because they bounce back easily. There have been several times when he lost it while playing the racket. By the way, he also wants to check about his huge fortune. Those are exactly the fish tanks you are seeing. Not just goldfish or catfish, but countless numbers. Different species and rare fish are also available. Because for him, more is less. I thought that today's work was done, but no. He still returned to the water tank hoping to check it again. In the end, we discovered some more unique fish. Whatever you say, I still have to admit it. You are so passionate. It's true that he gets to do the job he loves so he doesn't feel tired. In the end, God did not disappoint people. The final boss has appeared. He even had to use both hands to pick the fish out of the water. If we consider age, it is probably the age of grandparents. God, he can't even handle a branded racket. But he was still determined to bring her back, such a lucrative prey. Because he loved it so much, he jumped into the swimming pool and played with the fish for a while. As a result, being stung by the fins hurts my whole body. People have told you that you have to do everything, but you don't listen. So today he collected 12 more sea monsters. Next he will perform a noble job. Free the previous fish. I don't know what people think, but for me, he is a shining example to follow. There is also another example I want to introduce. That's Mr. 08. Just like you before, Mr. 08 is extremely passionate about the animals swimming underwater. Currently he is at an exhibition. This place displays many unique creatures. Immediately his attention collided with the black lizard. I really want to bring her back, but reality is harsh. His wallet is not thick enough, so I can only stand and watch them from afar. Not only that, if you take the trouble to observe, you can see that there are many other brothers around who share the same passion as Mr. 08. Today they gathered here to flash their babies together. After a while of walking around interviewing, Mr. 08 learned that there were people who had been on planes for dozens of hours to get to their destination. However, in return, they will have the opportunity to admire and get acquainted with unique creatures that they have never met before. In addition, this exhibition also has the presence of many experts. These guys are responsible for answering questions and providing visitors with information. It is thanks to the above great reasons that many people from all over the world have come to visit us. They may be people who have loved animals before and come to see if they can adopt any more. Maybe even people who have never had a pet but want to come and learn. As for Brother 08, even though he is in the industry, today was the first time he came into contact with a python so closely. In addition to reptiles such as lizards, today's exhibition also presents many ornamental fish. Most of them are tiny fish that are bought for decoration. After a bit of price research, he knew it wasn't very expensive. If you are looking for a bit more luxury goods, you must move to this area selling goldfish. The seller said each fish here is worth $200 or more, equivalent to nearly 5 million Vietnamese dong. Not only is it on display, but today at the exhibition there is also a competition for the most perfect pet. And before our eyes, we are the champion with an extremely unique appearance. The owner said it was the result of the breeding process. In general, just looking at it made me want to give it an award. That's the prize for animals. In addition, this exhibition also honors the masters who build tanks. This bright-shirted guy won the championship with a product that is a glass tank as beautiful as a fairyland. Visible even though not. Win, but other players are still extremely busy with their work. Among them, he is 08. Most impressed with the shrimp and ray tanks. A mutant stingray like this. The price is about 10,000 United States dollars, which is 250 million Vietnamese dong. For the first time, poor people like me are heard. Huge amount of money. It's okay to get rich this way. Each one is yours. You must have enough patience and love. Immense animal love. Otherwise, you will get frustrated very quickly. In the next section, according to the exhibition will be held before the charity program. Each person who brings a pet here will bring an item they consider valuable to donate to the organizers. When interviewed, everyone was satisfied, because they all know that there are countless unfortunate pieces of life out there waiting for help. At a corner of the exhibition, he encountered a booth of a guy wearing glasses. When he approached and asked, he learned that most of the animals here were caught from a natural waterfall in the mountain. If you had a lot of money, you would probably support a few of them. Meanwhile, the booth next door belongs to a famous YouTuber. But specifically how famous he is 08, I don't know. I just saw what he said. This guy mainly raises aquatic species and most of them are hybrids. I feel like talking about it is enough. So he started moving outside. Because it's so crowded inside, I can't breathe anymore. As soon as he got out, he was overwhelmed because he didn't expect the line to get in to be so long. Some of them came to buy. There are also people who come to sell their items. But it can be seen that everyone is in a very excited mood. There was even a guy who came to this exhibition to buy myself a birthday gift. So you see, happiness sometimes comes from the smallest things. Simply doing your best with what is called passion. And now it seems that Mr. 08 has just found his true love today. Perhaps this will be the most wonderful creature he has bought so far. However, I still don't want to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you for watching an accompanying review TV channel all the time.